Good morning, all. Eric coming at you from the Cruising with Cheryl and Eric channel. Once again, doing the cruise news you can use. I apologize if you missed me the last couple of days, but decided to take a couple of days off to celebrate my son's wedding. But we're back at it again here on Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, with a bunch of news. Let's get started. So Royal decides to restrict its Crown Lounge for capacity reasons. So, but only for the current sailing of the Wonders of the Seas. The guests that are on board were notified that from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. the newly renamed Crown Lounge is going to be restricted to Diamond Plus and Pinnacle members only. It's not a sweeping, across the whole line kind of thing. It's just there's too many diamonds and above on this current sailing to make room for everybody. So from 5 to 8 p.m. daily, the Crown Lodge is only going to be for Diamond Plus and Pinnacle members. Got the hiccups. Bear with me a second. Basically it's in their rules and conditions that, if there's too many people on board who qualify for that, they're going to, further limit it, just, so that it's not overcrowded. I'm sure the Diamond members are pretty bummed, but hopefully, Royal will figure something out so this doesn't become a regular event. Next up, the importance of comprehensive medical insurance. This is a troubling and sad story. There's a woman she was recently on the Carnival Luminosa that sailed October 4th, and she slipped and fell on board, unfortunately, and fractured her hip and her arm. The medical staff on board took care of her to the best of their ability, and then when the ship docked in Manado, Indonesia, they took her to a local hospital. Local hospital realized that her injuries were beyond their capabilities and arranged an airlift to get her to Bangkok. That happened on October 13th. She got to the Bangkok hospital, met with the doctors, and finally, as of yesterday morning, she was supposed to have the surgery she needed. A lot of communication about this situation has been put out by the daughter of the woman, and so far they set up a GoFundMe page. The daughter did, and so far they've received about $30,000 in donations. Now, the woman, Miss Hammond or Mrs. Hammond, does have comprehensive medical insurance. The challenge is the insurance company is being, let's just say, they're slow in responding to the situation. So I wish her all the best. I wish her a speedy recovery. And right now, they're thankfully they have this GoFundMe that they can access, and knock on wood, eventually the insurance company is going to come through. But can you imagine, this poor woman's got all of these medical issues, and she's worrying about how she's going to pay for it all, and that's with the insurance. I'd be freaking out if I didn't have insurance. So just another good reason to get insurance, and honestly, nothing against the cruise lines, but I would get separate insurance. So God bless her, and speedy recovery, Miss Hammond. Princess has announced they're gonna have a new dining experience when the Sun Princess launches next year. They've teamed up with famous chef and butcher shop owner Dario Cecchini. He owns he's a fairly well-known chef, and they put together a new dining concept. It's called the Butcher's Block by Dario. It'll be on the Sun Princess when she sets sail in February of 2024. It's described as a unique dining experience hosted at a spacious communal table, which will offer guests, wow, expertly grilled beef and steak, showcasing Chef Cicchini's expert culinary style. Now, if you're not a steak fan, probably going to skip this one, but for those of us that are, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. Royal Caribbean stepped up big time. So the Rhapsody of the Seas is home ported currently in Haifa, Israel. Well, obviously, with all that's going on over in that region right now, the rest of her cruise season has been canceled, so she's kind of just sitting by. Well, the U.S. Embassy reached out to Royal, and the government and Royal come to an agreement. And as of yesterday, the 16th, the Rhapsody of the Seas will be taking U.S. citizens and their dependents out of harm's way. They'll board the ship in Haifa, and Royal will take them over to Limassol, Cyprus, which is about a 12-hour trip. There'll be food and entertainment and stuff available on the ship during the trip, and then the citizens, the U.S. citizens, will be able to make arrangements to travel to the United States from there. So good for you, Royal. On behalf of the peoples of the USA, thank you very much. And last but not least, Norwegian sends out a passport reminder, just like Carnival did about a week ago. Basically, re-emphasizing the importance of having a passport on a cruise. They're highly recommended for all cruises, because if it's not a closed loop cruise, meaning you leave out of a U.S. port and return to that same port, so Miami to Miami or Tampa to Tampa, if it's going from one U.S. port to another, you need a passport. So there seems to be a confusion about when passports are needed and when they're only recommended. So far, two of the major cruise lines have reminded U.S. passengers of what the policy is and how that works. So if you're not sure, send me a comment and I'll see if I can get a copy of that letter and or the official requirements and let you know. So that's about it for today. Short but sweet. Just wanted to get back and give you some of the news. Hope you guys have a great day.